What if I told you that the secret to living past 100 with energy, clarity, and vitality isn't locked away in expensive supplements, high-tech machines, or miracle drugs, but in the quiet, ordinary daily habits of Japanese elders? Yes, habits so simple, so deceptively ordinary, that most of the world overlooks them. Yet they may hold the key to one of life's greatest mysteries: why some people age while others thrive. This video is for educational purposes only and does not replace professional medical advice. Always consult your doctor before making health changes. Now, listen closely, because what you're about to discover may be the one thing that changes your health, your energy, and maybe even your future forever. Picture this. Dr. Suzuki, a Japanese physician, once traveled to Okinawa, an island known as the Land of Immortals. While walking through a small village, he spotted a woman bent over in the fields. At first glance, nothing unusual. But then he looked again and realized this woman was not 60, not 70, she was 100 years old. And yet, there she was, cutting tall grass with the strength, focus, and precision of someone half her age. No cane, no wheelchair, no sign of fragility. Just a sharp mind, steady hands, and a body that seemed to defy the very definition of aging. Dr. Suzuki was stunned. How could a centenarian still move with such vigor? What was she doing differently? And more importantly, what did she know that the rest of the world had forgotten? Years later, scientists searching for answers uncovered something extraordinary. Deep inside every human cell, there's a hidden biological switch, an ancient repair system that may hold the key to aging, immunity, and longevity itself. A switch that can either be silenced by modern living or activated by the timeless habits still practiced by Okinawan elders today. And here's the shocking truth. These habits are not complicated. They're not extreme. They don't require you to spend money, buy fancy products, or chase after the latest health trend. They're woven into daily life, small choices that add up day after day, decade after decade, quietly protecting, repairing, and extending life itself. But here's the real question. If the secret to living longer, stronger, and sharper has been hiding in plain sight all along, why aren't we all doing it? Your life. In 2016, the world of science was shaken by a discovery so groundbreaking that it earned Dr. Yoshinori Ohsumi of Japan the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine. What did he uncover? A hidden process inside the body, so powerful, so elegant, that it could change the way we think about aging, immunity, and disease forever. That process is called autophagy. Now, don't let the word intimidate you. Autophagy literally means self-eating. But in reality, it's not destructive at all. It's repair. It's renewal. Imagine your body as a city. Every day, billions of cells are working, producing energy, and keeping you alive. But just like a city, they create waste. Old proteins break down. Damaged cell parts pile up. And if nothing is done, the city begins to choke on its own trash. This is where autophagy comes in. It's like your body's built-in janitorial crew. Autophagy takes out the trash, recycles broken parts, and even transforms waste into fresh building material. It's the ultimate spring cleaning, but not for your house, for your body, your cells, your very life. And here's the fascinating part. Scientists from Harvard Health, Mayo Clinic, and the NIH have confirmed that autophagy is not just about cleaning. It's about protection. When autophagy is active, your body becomes more resilient. It slows down the wear and tear of aging. It strengthens your immune defenses. It helps your metabolism run smoother. And it even plays a role in lowering the risk of serious conditions, from neurodegenerative diseases to certain cancers. In short, autophagy is the difference between a body that breaks down early and a body that stays youthful, sharp, and strong. But here's the problem. Most people today have accidentally shut this system off. Think about modern life. Constant snacking, late-night dinners, big portions, sugary drinks between meals. From the moment we wake up until the moment we go to sleep, food is always available. And while eating may seem harmless, constant eating keeps the body in storage mode, flooded with insulin, busy digesting, busy storing but never repairing. The janitorial crew is silenced. The garbage piles up. The recycling plant goes idle. And slowly, cell by cell, the body begins to age faster, accumulate damage, and lose its natural defenses. And this is where the mystery of Okinawa comes in. Because somehow, the elders of Okinawa, men and women who live well into their 90s and 100s, have found themselves on the opposite side of this equation. Without even knowing the word autophagy, without chasing scientific trends or reading medical journals, they've lived in a way that unknowingly activates this cellular repair switch every single day. How? Through the way they eat, through the timing of their meals, through their natural practice of moderation, through simple foods, small portions, and long gaps that allow the body to rest, repair, and rejuvenate. In other words, while most of the modern world is flooding their bodies with constant fuel, Okinawan centenarians are giving their bodies the gift of repair time. And this is the turning point. Because once you understand how they've been doing this, without pills, without fads, without obsession, you begin to realize something powerful. Longevity is not a mystery. It's not luck. It's a lifestyle. But here's the incredible part. And the reason you're watching this right now, you don't have to be born in Okinawa to unlock the same benefits. You don't need exotic genetics, rare foods, or a perfect life. The same switch that keeps 100-year-olds cutting grass in Okinawa is inside your cells right now. Waiting. Ready. Wanted to be turned on. So, what exactly were the Okinawan elders doing differently? What was their secret code? The invisible habits that kept their cellular repair, switch, autophagy, turned on day after day, decade after decade. The answer lies in their lifestyle, a rhythm of eating and living that quietly aligned with nature, with biology, with the body's deepest design. Let's begin with one of the most fascinating practices, a cultural phrase passed down through generations. Hara Hachibu. It means eat until you are 80% full. Think about that. In a world where most of us eat until we can't move, where buffets encourage us to stretch the stomach to its limit, the Okinawans stop before they're stuffed. They honor the gentle pause between hunger and fullness. And here's why it matters. Scientists at the NIH have shown that mild calorie moderation, consistently eating just a little less than the body craves, does something extraordinary. It lowers the strain on metabolism, reduces excess insulin, decreases inflammation, and creates the conditions for autophagy to thrive. It's as if every time they put down the chopsticks at 80%, their bodies whispered, "Thank you. Now I can repair." But it wasn't just how much they ate. It was when. Okinawan elders live by a natural rhythm of meal timing. Breakfasts are light. Dinners are eaten early while the sun is still setting. And between meals, long gaps, filled not with constant snacking, but with movement, conversation, or quiet work in the garden. Without ever using the phrase intermittent fasting, they lived it. And Harvard and Mayo Clinic research shows that these long windows without food give the body the chance to activate deep repair processes, burning fat, recycling damaged cells, improving metabolic health. Contrast that with the modern pattern. Late-night pizza, endless cups of coffee loaded with sugar, snacks to fill every quiet moment. Our bodies never stop digesting. Their bodies, in contrast, were given the gift of time. Time to heal. Time to repair. Time to switch on the longevity pathways hiding in every cell. And then there was the food itself. Because here's the real secret. Longevity wasn't only about when they ate, but about what fueled their bodies. Take the purple sweet potato, a humble staple on Okinawan tables. Low glycemic, rich in complex carbohydrates, and bursting with antioxidants, it fuels gently, steadily, without spiking blood sugar. Scientists have found that these anthocyanins, the compounds that give the potato its deep violet color, are powerful defenders against oxidative stress and inflammation, two of the key drivers of aging. But it didn't stop there. Okinawans filled their bowls with vegetables of every shade, tofu rich in plant protein, seaweed packed with minerals, and green tea infused with catechins that protect cells at a molecular level. These aren't exotic superfoods reserved for the wealthy. They're everyday staples, nutrient-dense, simple, recognized by the WHO and CDC as foods that prevent chronic disease and support long-term vitality. And perhaps most importantly, they ate these foods with balance and gratitude. Meals were modest, shared, and seasonal. Foods grown close to home, aligned with the cycles of nature. No ultra-processed snacks. No sugar-laden sodas. No endless takeout. Just food that nourishes, heals, and supports the body's natural design. And here's the mini hook, the twist you need to hear. It wasn't just when they ate, but what they ate. Every bite was fuel for protection, for repair, for energy. It wasn't deprivation, it was empowerment. They weren't starving their bodies, they were feeding them life. Now, let's pause for reassurance. Because I know what you might be thinking. Do I need to live in Okinawa? Do I need purple sweet potatoes growing in my backyard? The answer is no. These are supportive habits, not magical cures. They don't replace medical care. They don't erase disease. But what they do is shift the odds in your favor. They help your body do what it was always meant to do: repair, defend, and thrive. And the truth is anyone, yes, even you, can borrow these habits. You can practice eating until 80% full. You can give your body longer breaks between meals. You can fill your plate with vegetables, whole grains, plant proteins, and teas rich in antioxidants. These small, consistent shifts may be the most powerful longevity tools you'll ever have. Tools more enduring than any pill or supplement. Because longevity isn't about luck. It's about alignment. Aligning your daily life with the biology that's been inside you all along. So let's step back. Let's connect the dots. What have we really uncovered here? At the heart of it all lies autophagy, the body's built-in repair system. Think of it as the quiet, invisible force that keeps your cells young, your immunity sharp, your energy alive. It's the reason why some people grow older but never truly feel old. It's the difference between simply adding years to your life and adding life to your years. And here's the truth you cannot ignore. This system isn't unlocked by magic pills or expensive anti-aging treatments. It's not stored away in some secret laboratory. It's not only for the wealthy or the genetically blessed. It is inside you right now, waiting, always waiting. And what flips that switch is not mystery, it's daily choice. Mindful eating, that simple pause of hara hachi bu, stopping at 80% full. That one decision signals your body to shift from storage to repair. It seems small, almost insignificant, but practiced over decades, it's nothing short of revolutionary. Fasting windows, those long, gentle breaks between meals where the body isn't bombarded by constant digestion, but instead given time. Time to recycle, time to rebuild, time to heal. This isn't punishment, it's rhythm. A rhythm your body craves, but modern life has all but stolen away. And then, of course, the food. Not ultra-processed, not chemical-laden, not meals pulled from boxes and plastic, but food alive with nutrients. Vegetables bursting with antioxidants, purple sweet potatoes glowing with anthocyanins, green tea rich with protective catechins, tofu and seaweed brimming with plant-based strength. This is the fuel that doesn't just fill you, it fortifies you. Every bite is a message. Protect, renew, strengthen. And here's the living, breathing proof, the Okinawan elders. Men and women not only surviving into their 90s and 100s, but thriving. Still dancing, still working in gardens, still laughing with friends, still playing with grandchildren. Imagine that, being 100 years old, not in a hospital bed, not tethered to machines, but bending down to cut grass, climbing stairs, sharing stories with a sparkle in your eye. That's not a fantasy. That's not fiction. That's reality, on an island where daily habits align perfectly with biology. And here's the big reveal. Longevity has never been about miracle cures. It has never been about chasing the next breakthrough or buying the next trend. No, longevity has always been about the ordinary, lived extraordinarily. It's about sustainable, repeatable habits that any person in any country at any age can choose. Because aging isn't the enemy. Accelerated aging is. Disease is. Inflammation is. But the body was never designed to collapse quickly. It was designed with defenses, with renewal systems, with autophagy. And when you feed those systems, when you live in alignment with them, you don't just fight disease, you extend vitality. You preserve clarity. You safeguard joy. So the message is clear. If the people of Okinawa can live with energy and purpose well past 100, then so can you. Not because of luck, not because of secrets, but because of habits that anyone, starting today, can begin to practice. And here's the part that gives me chills every time. The choices you make today, the meals you eat tonight, the way you approach food, rest, and moderation this very week, they're already shaping the body you will live in 10, 20, 30 years from now. Your future self is waiting, watching, and hoping you choose well. So don't wait for a miracle. Don't wait for science to invent something new. The miracle is already within you. The design is already there. And the path has already been walked by the elders of Okinawa, by those who prove that longevity is not just possible, but deeply, beautifully human. Because at the end of the day, the secret to life is not hidden. It's practiced. And the greatest discovery of all is this. When you live in rhythm with your body will carry you, not just through years, but through decades of life worth living. Now comes the part that separates the dreamers from the doers. Because here's the truth. All of this information, all of this science, all of these stories, they mean nothing unless you act on them. Knowledge doesn't change your life. Action does. So here is your challenge. And I want you to take this seriously because it may be one of the smallest but most powerful experiments you'll ever try with your health. Back end index pointing right for the next 7 days. Practice Hara Hachibu. Eat until you're just 80% full. Not stuffed, not weighed down, just comfortably satisfied. It may feel strange at first. You may notice the urge to keep going. But pause. Breathe. Listen. That pause is the exact moment your body shifts gears, from storing fat to repairing cells, from wearing down to restoring strength. And while you're at it, stretch the time between your meals. Give your body space. If you usually snack late into the night, try stopping earlier. If you normally rush into breakfast, try waiting a little longer. Just watch. Watch how your energy shifts. Watch how your focus sharpens. Watch how your body thanks you. Because what you'll feel is not deprivation, it's liberation. Now, let me ask you something powerful. If this message stirred something in you, if as you listened, a voice inside whispered, "Yes, I need this. Yes, I want this. Yes, I can do this," then don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with someone you care about. A spouse, a friend, a parent, a colleague, someone who deserves not just more years of life, but more life in their years. Imagine what could happen if every person you love practiced even one of these habits. Imagine the ripple effect. And if you haven't already, subscribe. Not just to click a button, but to join a movement. Here at Dr. Kenji Sato Wellness, this isn't about fads. This isn't about empty motivation. This is about real science, real habits, and real change. Every week, we uncover truths that can add years to your life and life to your years. If you've ever thought, "I wish someone would just tell me what actually works," that's exactly why this channel exists. But let me leave you with this, because it's the most important piece of all. Your health, your energy, your future, they don't depend on luck. They don't depend on genetics alone. They depend on you, on the choices you make today, in the quiet moments when no one is watching. The food you choose, the portion you stop at, the bedtime you honor. These small choices are not small at all. They are life-shaping. They are destiny-shaping. So picture yourself 10, 20, 30 years from now. Do you see yourself slowed down, burdened by preventable disease, wishing you'd started earlier? Or do you see yourself walking with strength, laughing with clarity, still living with purpose well into your later years? That version of you, the vibrant, strong, unstoppable version, is not a dream. It's a decision, and it starts right now. So rise to the challenge. Eat with intention. Live with rhythm. Share this message. Subscribe for more. Because the secret to longevity isn't waiting for you in some faraway place. It's waiting inside of you, in every single choice you make. And when you look back, decades from now, may you be able to say, I didn't just live long, I lived well.